Let's just take a moment. Well, let's make sure, hang on, make sure my hat's on right. Boom, boom, boom. Let's talk. Let's talk lobster. It's almost over, guys. It's almost over. The final countdown. The final countdown. Whoa. Okay, hang on. Hang on. Let me get there. Hello, all. Hello, all. We did it. These are official lobster sliders. I cut it so you can see the meat. It tastes like a lobster. Oh, that's rich. Okay, for me, I've had so much lobster in my life, it's getting a little kinky with what I'm doing with it. Oh, the first beer of the day. Blessing up. That, my friends, is a success. This is the first. I know people are telling me right now online, hey, I've already done it. All right, cool. You did it. But did you do it my way? This is a lobster slider. This right here is more lobster than you're going to be able to eat. I want to get one of those food challenge guys and make them eat 15 pounds of these. I'd like to see what happens myself. Now, this one, I cooked the bun in the butter in the hot plate or on the stove. I also went and bought pretzel sliders. My power cord outlet. Wow. Okay. Hang on. Oh. Hang on. We're going to lose this. No. No. There we go. Okay. I have a little technical difficulty going on here. Compliments to the brewer. Compliments to the chef. And the chef was me. I'm drooling. This is it. This is lobster sliders. This is lobster like you've never had it before. And all you have to do is grind it up. We used the Bavarian secret sauce from the market. Or spices. The Bavarian, what they do, their Bavarian sausage, cheesy sausages. Well, hello, how are you, Dylan? Man, look at this, Dylan. The first ever lobster slider. Doesn't look amusing. It tastes better than any lobster I've ever tasted. This one. It tastes like a crab cake. That's what this tastes like. And I did it. A guy that's never even cooked before. I microwave everything unless my wife cooks it for me. It tastes. Well, I was worried because they're the harbor lobsters, and I'm a purist. I get the lobsters from the island, but it tastes better than any lobster I've had. You can put this in the microwave for a minute and a half. I didn't do that. What I did is how me and my wife cook up the big tails when people come have parties. Everybody says, oh, you can't cook them right. Well, if you cut them up in little cubes and you saute them in butter and garlic on high heat, and then switch it to low heat, people go home with more lobster than they can eat. This right here. Hey, my guy, I like your emblem you're putting on your fins. Could you? My one question: can you make them all capitals, just like more bold, or no? I mean, maybe they're already done. Listen, it looks good. I don't want to mess up with anything. I like them. I see your fins have been abused nicely. That's what mine look like. You're a freediver too, but I think yours is more from the rocks and the lakes, right? Getting in and out, or I don't know. Mine are all scratched up because I'm on the bottom. But this right here. This is lobster sliders. Now, my wife took a bite and my puppies took a bite. So I got that all filmed. I'll knock it out in 1 minute video. I'm wondering if I should do the whole video on YouTube Shorts because it's under a minute. And then on Instagram and Facebook and TikTok part 1, part 2, part 3. I don't know. I'll figure that out later. Right now, I just took an edible. And, man, I can't believe how this turned out. And this was only about that much paste, the hamburger meat. Now, I did a couple. I did the smaller dogs. We call them lobster sea bites. The sea bites. Then we have the sea dogs. What do you give it out of 10? This, okay, because I invented it, I give it a 10 because I'm a narcissist. But honestly, in reality, this is how much I can eat in a sitting of lobster. It is so rich. Okay, I know it looks burnt. It's not. That's the butter that got baked on it. This is I had the same one this size, and this is all I can eat. Now, the reason why this one's cut is because I fed the bulldogs. The bulldogs love eating it. They love trying it out. So I am going to give it a solid. Like, if we're doing one bite, everybody knows the rules. He goes, this right here, I would like Chef Ramsay to taste it. And then he can give you, I give it a 9. Now, I don't know how to cook. But I did listen because one of the guys at the market while I was doing this, you know what he said? He said, hey, I just watched Chef Ramsay do some kind of seafood dish. And what he did is he took the butter, the hard butter, and then he grinded it up with the cheese grinder, right? And that's what I did. I grinded it up. The lobster butter. I did lobster butter too. This thing's all lobstered out. This is a heart attack on a plate. Compliments to myself and the brewery. Oh, man. Oh. This is a success. This you can have all lobster season long. I don't know. You don't have to have just 21 in your freezer anymore, because that's what it was. You can only have 21 in possession. But if you have a wife and she has a lobster card and she went and got some, because now I know how to hoop net, I could have 42. I would have to have 5 game freezers for 42, because all mine are huge. This one's not that big, so I put them out there for the display for the pictures. But lobster season's coming to a close. What, Wednesday or Thursday? I'm not going on. Hey, Bob, how are you? Thank you for coming on over here. I saw you over there on Facebook, and thank you for coming over here. Bob, when I come down, I'm going to drop you off and Martin off, and I'm going to drop you off a 3-pack of lobsters, sausages. If you don't want them, let me know. They are from the harbor, so if you are a purist, most of the meat is going to go back to the guys that won the tournament. They were just going to let these go. I said, hey, listen, I'll turn them into sausages for you. I didn't jinx your boat, but I had intuition. And are you home yet? That's a lot of driving. So the Vision came back in. They couldn't handle. It's not they couldn't. They did their best. They couldn't anchor up at night. So that trip was done. There is a closer coming on the piece in 2 days, 3 days, I think. I'm not on that. My wife is going down to LB, Long Beach. Her good friend's daughter is not graduating, but moving out for the summer, moving back home. So they're going to go down there. I don't know if they clean. I don't know what they do. I know they probably party a little bit. And then I'm going to drive down. She's only got a one-way ticket, and I'm going to drive down. We're going to pick up our new baby, and look at what we found. We move the lobster sausages for a minute. Just got home, okay? Well, thank you for tuning in. So I asked my wife, when we got Penelope, that's my 3-year-old bulldog, did you keep all the clothes? This is the little jean jacket we're going to put on little Dolly Molly, right? Look at that. A puffy REI jacket. All we have to do is get her some color rimmed glasses, and she'll be a liberal. We got her rose gold. We love rose gold, so we got her a little collar and a leash. Another puffy snow jacket for her. Yeah. And then this is a little harness we got her, but we never used. Her leash. Oh, we have a swimsuit edition. Swimsuit for my new little daughter. And yes, it's not a bikini or a thong, so all of you guys get your dirty little minds out of the gutter. Oh, we got her a little dress, a little tutu. No, a full dress. Oh, a summer dress. Very nice. I told you I'm going to pimp out this dog. This dog is mine for 2 years. After its parvo shots are taken care of, it's going to go on boats with me when I go on boats. It's going to go everywhere with me. His brother and sister have already retired themselves out. They like to sleep. I got the puppy. Puppy's mine for 2 years, and we get another one, or we wait until Oliver dies. He's only 4, so our last one lived to be 11. Right now, I'm going to keep it as a family of 3 up until 2 years. If this works out, then we're going to... I don't know how many we'd have. I just don't want my house to ever be dirty. I don't want it to smell like dogs. And I don't want it to... well, my dogs are potty trained. So, anyway, potty trained is going to have to come first. Got a cute little dress for her, too. Oh, a little jailbird. Remember when Emily was called a jailbird on the Vision? That was funny. Good trip, too. And then another summer dress. A lot of summer dresses. And then we have one that fit Ollie when we got her. What does it say? Promoted to Big Brother because he was our only child. And that's what he got promoted to. We'll have to get something for... Well, we can put that on Penelope because she's kind of she's a dominant dog. Like, she attacks other dogs. Doesn't matter what size they are, who they are. So, you need some Seawolf halibut swag. It's on its way, Trent. It's on its way. I'm one step ahead of you on that one, my guy. We sold out most. What we didn't sell out, people will have to... well, I have plans how to get rid of that. I am going to go for the jogger sweats because the person that gave me or takes care of all my ordering for all this, so it keeps it low on prices. I have a broker. It's my own family member, Caroline. She brought me over a couple of these jogger sweats with the pockets. Much better. I walk around in public in these. I fought them for years until I got a pair for free. And so I'm going to put my emblem on those, right? Life today was absolutely amazing. When I can do this, and I know, I've seen all of your posts because I put the picture up 10 minutes ago and they're like, hey, we've already done that. All right. I've never seen it. I came up with lobster sausage and some guy, Joel, Max, 3 weeks later with 1.9 million followers. I'm going to send him a copy of this video that I'm taking out. Because he didn't invent these. These are sliders. Sliders. And you only can eat one of them. So you can have these at a derb at a party and you're not going to have to spend any other money. I'm not selling anything. I don't cater. I don't have a catering business. I'm just saying, if you're going to have a Christmas party, and me and my wife really love to have parties, because our parties are, I live in Monterey, so they're with the other side, in my opinion. The Democrats, the liberals. My mom's one of them. Love you, Mom. Come over and have yourself a lobster patty and then tell all your friends that your Republican MAGA son is making the best goddamn lobster sliders ever, Mom. You gotta have one before you die, Mom. Now this might put us in the grave a little bit earlier. There's a lot of cholesterol in that motherfucker. I know. My numbers went down, so I don't care. They hang out at like 15. They say 15. They said last night when I got off, the first time ever on YouTube, 12 views. I had 25 people, different people commenting. That doesn't make sense. But I'm not here to fight with you networks or whatever the fuck you guys are. I'm here to invent things. And this was a win for this guy. I didn't get to go on my trip. And guess what? I would have been home right now unpacking, washing up all my gear because I got to dive once or twice and there was 3 foot viz. They tried. And those are the best that were on that boat. And you're the best on your boat. Go get about 15 guys together and go do this. Freedivers, the piece is open. It went out last night. They wanted me to be on it. I hurt my back with the all my buddies are like, oh, another excuse, huh? No. I went and got a 55-gallon tank and I thought I could take it out of the back of my truck myself. I didn't break it. Compliments the brewery. It's super heavy. Darren, I got you, brother. Now these are harbor bugs, but you had 5 or 4, whatever you went home with on our trip. Have you eaten those? Do you eat them? My wife even tried it, and both my dogs. So, with that being said, I am stepping up to the plate, and you guys can see if something happens with the harbor dogs. Okay? I'd love to have this one tested and do one from the island. Thresher sausage from... There it is. Go eat there. Hey, Darren, are you from the SD or no? I mean, I don't know, like general area. Don't give me the address online, but like my question to you is, I grew up in San Diego. Everybody's waiting for me to come to San Diego. I'm coming to San Diego. Leave me alone. I hit LA and I don't get past it. Mexican style or something. Okay, let me ask you this. Because this is what my wife was asking or said, and I agreed with her. This tastes excellent. You want lobster, you can have lobster. Me and my wife are so tired of lobster. So what would I put? What kind of sauce would a sweet and sour sauce be? I see those videos where they make their own sweet and sour, like chili sauce. Or something for lobster. I've seen it before. I think that would make this a 10. And I personally, because how I made this, and you'll see it in my little video short. And hey, thank you guys. It wasn't you guys watching, but you're my supporters. Thank you for making that thing go viral to me. In the first 30 minutes, it was over 2,000 views for the Grunion. Not even my video. Give it up for our boy JC. Justin Cutter. He was out last night, and hey, he gave me some more of them actually having sex. So I'll slow it down, slow motion. You can see the penetration. That's what you get on my channel. 18 and over, please. Entertainment value is going to be off the hook. Hang on, Chipotle red wine sauce with wine sauce too. Okay. Here's what I'd like to do with you. When I come down for a weekend, I don't know if you live in an HOA. I got a camper. You've seen it. If you can't park there for more than 12 minutes, I get it, because I'm the guy that actually comes and enforces those kind of things. But I'd like to come down to an area. Maybe we go out July. Listen, my birthday's in July, and I hear July is the next time the Grunion runs. So here's what I would like to do. Because I'm allowed to have lobster sausages, everybody. You can have as much as you want. It's a byproduct now. Plenty of space in your freezer. Now, It's a gray area. If you keep lobster in your freezer after lobster season, then they'll come to your house and then they'll say, well, it's not lobster season. Can you prove you got it here? Absolutely, I can. I run a GoPro on my head. Which brings me back to the meeting that we just were on. And I know a lot of you weren't watching, but I yelled at them again. And this time I'm getting more and more, I get worked up. I don't know how to not be in that gray area where you can just talk to somebody. Because we saw, if you were watching the other night with me and Dave got on twice. And I'll listen to whatever Dave says. He tells me to slow it down. He texts me right afterwards. He says mellow in capital. It's true. They muted my mic. I don't touch anything. Once they unmute me, once I unmute myself, I can't mute myself again. They didn't want to hear what I was saying, and they pretended like they wanted to hear. And here's a problem with the California government. And I'm not going politics. Mom, don't turn me off just because you can't handle it. Because, Mom, I saw it because I was in the waiting room. And then you can watch. You can't hear other people, but you can watch them and their reactions. So I found myself listening to what the buffoonery going on at the board. Okay? And here's how I know it's even more buffoonery than you guys. Because there's a guy up there with a long ponytail, skinny guy. You've seen him in the last one, and it's about kelp restoration. Me and him have never met in person, but we have a mutual respect. He doesn't care that I hunt right where he marked off an area. He's been doing great work. Listen, I know he looks like he's on their side. He's not. He really wants to know what's happening with the kelp and how he can grow it back and what effects it has. So any diver, hunters like my buddies, I say this guy wants us to do this in the area. While you're looking for a halibut, you're a little bored, you're looking in sand, you find any urchins, let's remove them. It's zoned off. Doesn't mean I can't dive there. What's going on? Just got the video chat. Great, welcome. Listen. What's going on is I invented lobster sliders. I've done something that some little kid that's in his 30s that really knows how to do these short videos is going to blow me out of the water with. All I asked Max, on Insta, the 1.9 million follower guy, just give a 54-year-old a little respect. I went down and got these things. I did 100% sustainability. I know people argue because they don't like that I kill them and then I rip them out while they're squeaking. Okay, hard for you to watch. My wife doesn't even watch it. Some of us like doing it. I don't know why I'm moving around a dead taxidermy lobster. But today was a great day for me. I didn't know how this was going to taste. I didn't know if I should give it to me or my bulldogs because they're harbor bugs. I'm a purist. Leave me alone. You got to understand, I don't have to try harbor bugs. Harbor bugs is what I would give somebody, not trade, not bargain, but just give a good person. Here, you want to taste a lobster that people pay $100 a pound for? There you go. Oh, you don't know how to clean it? I gotcha. Hey, do you mind if I show you a video of how this thing got? The men are like, yes. The women are like, no. Okay. Some men are no, because they drive. Well, they're the ones sitting on the board. Back to the board. There is a guy on there that we need to get off. His name is Eric Skelton. He keeps saying he's a scuba diver. Shut up. You're not a scuba diver. My first question is, if you're this white, and he's pasty blue white, guys. He hasn't seen sun and he's working. He believes in his cause. He wants to do so this is how I listened. I know you guys were just listening for other reasons. This is how I'm listening now. Meanwhile, I'm looking at all the mom pictures. And Mom, all your friends were on there from the other side. You know, the ones that are wearing heart with the little rainbow flag. Good for you guys, man. Gay kids, gay grandkids. Got them in my family. You think I'm going to hate them? No. Now, there are some people that do. I'm not going to get involved in anything that I shouldn't get involved with, but I'll be damned if I saw anybody doing what I used to do. I'm getting out and thumping some ass, or I'm going to go to the hospital with a concussion. All for your kids. You guys got screwed on that side. Your governor just left you, and Gavin Newsom is changing like a chameleon. You want to believe it or not? You'll see. He's going to be the top runner for... He knows what he's doing. And he's bringing the heat. He's bringing the top guys, and the top guys are not asking him real questions. They're softball. And the guy on the board, that Eric guy, he told us what happens to you when you voice your opinion. Because that guy with the ponytail that's trying to save the kelp, I got to call him because we have mutual respect. We have the same thing. I want this to be around. I want the real science, not their science. Their science is not science. They don't have any money. So all of you liberals on the other side that they've screwed over, and you put millions and millions and built charities and for these MPAs, and they've given you all these promises. Promises are gone. Trump's in office. Our EPA is down. We're not going to have smog checks anymore. They're starting up a refinery again since the 70s. That's happening in California. California's back. Gavin Newsom's gone. He's going to go become a chameleon. He's leaving everybody in the dust. But there's some big fighters out there, and Eric's one of them. He told us. He said it out loud. That's how arrogant this little bitch is. You know what he said? I'll tell you what he said. And you can go play it back. Oops, they won't let you have it. Don't worry, I recorded it. I'm going to make a video of me buffooning this guy. Because he said that it's natural resources that's ruining this world. He's not for gas. He took away everybody that loved to go get these little dumb snails. They're called abalone. People have built their relationships on that. As Americans, we cannot overtake our own product. They're on top of each other as we speak. Their survey said no. I'm going to do a video. Next time I go up to Sacramento, they let you play it. I'm playing it. I'm going to let this little pasty little fucking jerk off. I'm going to let him know. I'm going to let him know I'm not your friend. You are the enemy. You're the 1% lecturing us about Black History Month. You little racist fuck. They should have every month like everybody else. And you got somebody giving me an hour speech and you're telling me we can't speak because she has to lecture us about Black History Month? I got a question for that lady. I got blacks in my family and I love them. What do you got? And then that same dumb fucking cunt. Okay, I'm back to the cunt word. I don't care. That same lady lectured us about Native Americans. I call them Indians, but you guys call them whatever you want. My algorithm's fucked. The only way I get out of this hole of being fucked is by you guys sharing me out if you're entertained. Because I got no problem. I got nothing to lose at this point. I'm a Californian. I didn't run. My sister and her whole family did, and God bless them. They got out of the shithole where there's heroin needles on the street and we have to find out why those people are so messed up. Let's do case studies. You know, every time it rains, all the heroin needles get in the river system and go into the ocean and poke fish. I just ate harbor bugs. You know what happens in LB Harbor. Jesus, anybody ever been down there? You don't go there after night unless you're on a lobster boat. Or maybe you do. I don't know. Maybe that's your area and that's your turf. Good for you guys. I hear Snoop's from there. Snoop, if you ever hear about me, share me out. I'll give you some of these harbor bug things. Because on that board, on that commissioner board with those pompous ass motherfuckers, there's not one Indian or Native American. There's not one black. Don't you think the Native Americans should have a Native American speaking for us? And if you're in my mom's world, you one percenters, you have to look at life one way. And if you don't and you put your blinders on, guys like this that think they're smarter than us because they went to college, good for them. I know a lot of you went to college, good for you. I didn't. No need. I know how to make money. And we're sitting there like sheeps letting this guy do another 10-year study on abalone. And that's who you guys put in charge. The one that turned on you last, I saw all you ladies, you were upset. You put in so much time and energy into these MPAs and they're cutting you off because they don't have studies. They don't have any funding. They don't have any staff. They are fucking done. But you guys want to let up on them? Please. You got to get Eric off that board. You got to get a black up there. You got to get an Indian up there. You got to have real people that have real lives out there. Not these drones that have been placed there and they're getting money from everybody but Americans. I had to hear it. I had to hear it from that asshole fucking Eric. He still thinks that it's a good idea to drive around these cars that you're all burning up because of Doge. He's into that energy. Nobody will talk to us about Moss Landing. I live here. This is my dive area. Imagine in 20 years, because that's what it'll take. Do case study and say, oh yeah, we were wrong. Where's Gavin Newsom? Who knows? Probably his spawn of an idiot kid is going to come up. And you guys will promote him because he's doing everything right. Wearing the pins and walking around and... Enough's enough. America, we're back, baby. So if I could just tone it down, because I go red when I meet an Eric, little pussy bitch boy. Meet me in a bar, boy. Because you're no diver of mine. And the diving community doesn't even like me, Eric. They like you. No, natural buoyancy. I want to fucking fuck up the world and grab every lobster I can that's legal. Bigger the better. And then I'll skate around your goddamn dumb rules here in California because I said this. I let all the liberals know that, you know, I had a rule and it was passed down from people that I looked up to. You get anything over 10 pounds, you throw it back. Now, to people like me that really want to see that bug never be harassed by a jerk-off like me, would love to go put it in the middle of the MPA, not on the edges. You got to understand, MPAs, you grow them out doing what you're saying, and you're going to change the whole world order. We saw it with sea lions. No more salmon. That's sea lions. They've overbred. You've done your job. Keep pushing on. Because our steelhead's gone. Unless you, as Americans, whatever color, whatever sexuality you are, if you want to see this world keep existing and us being able to do this, you better share this out. And thank God people like Jason Cutter sent me that video. That's all his video today. Great job. I think we're going to get over 50,000 on that video. And it's something I wasn't even there for. I'm a part of a group called Your Saltwater Guide. We text. There's 9 of us that text. And JC, I call him JC because it's like Jesus Christ. What are you laughing at? That's what I look at him, love. He's out there loving life. Do you see what he did? You haven't seen the one where he sent me ones where they're all having sex. Because that's what they climb on shore for.
Okay.
Yeah, hey, did you ever know that over the line sport? You ever heard of that or no?
I don't think so.
Because you like kickball and all that kind of stuff. It's like kickball, but okay, love you. She's going down. I got to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. No. Yeah, 6. She's going down to LB. She's going to have a different experience than the LB that I have. When I'm in Long Beach, man, I'm out on boats. I'm catching thresher. Well, I'm watching people catch thresher sharks. But then I have a brilliant idea to get into a bag. Hey, you guys all know the bag's name. That bag that I jumped out of. Oh, there you are. You're so proud of. There you go. There's our Brazilian guy. Hello, I'm back. Now, I got to say something. Last time you were talking to people and you said you're 14. If you're 14, wink, wink. Listen, I have to say this. If you're 14, please leave. Okay? That's all I can do. I got dads that have toddlers that are sending me pictures, and that's what I remember that with my kids. What a great time. Glad I don't have to do that anymore, honestly. Because I get to do this 24/7. We get to go down there, hang out with these guys. I've met a great bunch of people. I'm going to go down there with JC. He's got his own YouTube page. JC, put up your YouTube page. It might not be for you, but it might be. I watch it religiously. Don't doubt that you only have 3 people watching. Who cares? Straight up. I've been there. Yeah, there you go. 2,100. And hey, can you just tell everybody what you say at the end? It's the best ending ever. Now, sure, you're going to have to watch 15, 20 minutes, but that's how he's running his life. Exactly. No. You bring him back to the cave. What is that? Where you bring him back to the cave? Kill him? You say it on all your videos. I'm going to make a shirt for you, my guy. It'll be Seawolf on the front end, and it'll be your saying on the back. It's the greatest saying ever. So if you don't know what I'm saying, and he doesn't put it up, deckhand sports. I jumped out of a deckhand sport bag. I haven't even gotten to that. There it is. Kill something, drag it back to the cave, and eat it. See y'all. And I'm not going to say what you've been through, but as a person of something you've been through, when you get to go do this last night, does it just, when I go diving, it does it for me. It just, and I'm not in your league, sorry, but it just resets my brain. Matter of fact, my wife will say, hey, you're a little mental right now. You need to go diving. And the weather hasn't been cooperating. Sometimes I've been on these trips in March and we've stayed out at Cortez. And when I say we got bugs, we got bugs. We got bugs. We had experiences. We built relationships on it. Every walk of life. We even have one of the liberals on our Bug Brothers trip. And I saw real men talking with them and letting them vent. But standing up too. Enough is enough. We got to get Eric off that board. We got to shame him. I don't know how to do it without going and yelling at him, and I'm not going to get tased. They can't put their hands on me if I'm not physically threatening them. They said there's going to be no tolerance, but what's tolerance? It's we the people. You do work for us. We do know how you stand right now. You think we should be the other way. You were planted there. And you control our game wardens. That is the gatekeeper to the game wardens. A lady that doesn't even know what a coyote is. If that doesn't scare you, living here in California, Because the game wardens are not an agency ever to fuck with. They don't have to have warrants. They can come in at any time. Matter of fact, they use them on raids. I'm not calling it out. It's just common sense. I'm not taking them on. God, no. Trump runs them, by the way. They're federally funded. Do Trump things or don't. That's why that board is shaken. Now they have to pivot because they want to keep their positions. They're pivoting right now. They're coming down strong. 10 more years of no abalone. I'm a diver. They all sat up there and were emotionally crying. I did this with my kids and my dad. And you're taking that away from us, Americans. Shut the fuck up, bitch boy. You Eric, little bitch. You don't even get out of your little pasty thing because you got some fucking money coming straight up your butthole. We've all seen it. And they got cut by Doge, whatever the fuck it is. California's scared as fuck right now. They're trying to finish up projects that they just got money for no reason. You gotta see this overpass to nowhere is what we call it. So the homeless can walk over the freeway, but they had an exit here and an exit there, a quarter of a mile. But no, they can't make them walk a quarter of a mile. It's all done. Federal money. For the next 4 years, they do promote people like me. I didn't get promoted in the last one because I speak the truth. If you can't see the truth, then get the fuck on. Yeah, we all watch it, but listen, the guy has survived. Listen, this is what I got to explain to people and Dave and everybody. He has an agenda, we saw it. He's moving on, he's pivoting, he's going to get all these people that, because they got 90% of us. They just lost all those moms. Because all of a sudden, all their little special things in MPA and everything they put their life into, like I'm putting my life into killing things, they put it into shutting down people like me. No more abalone for 10 years, more studies, guys. And we're going to put up with that? I heard every guy saying, I did this with my... And then that guy said, I'm a diver too. That's exactly what he said. I'm a diver too, I experienced this. And there's some fucking little dickwad that everybody says is they're friends with. He must be in the upper echelons. He's the one who's running this shit. Find out who that is, take him out, and those bitches are gone. Every single one of them on that board. Put real Americans up there, and I'm not going. I got too much life to live. This isn't even my thing. I make more on pictures than I do on videos. I can just picture you guys out all day long. F that. This will catch on at one point. So if I have 17 and then they have to do some readjusting and then it's like the numbers here. It's a 0 watching, but more people commenting. So whoever you are that runs YouTube, I'm here. I'm a fighter. I'm going to give you great videos. I'm being entertained over there. I am. That's Zuckerberg. But God, that guy's having the greatest life, huh? He's hiding for all those years and saying no, no, no to people. 90% of us Americans. Now he gets to hang out with the cool kids. Joe Rogan. Ask him some tough questions. He's saying Biden did this, but that's just what? Because I'm a Trump supporter? That guy put me in Facebook jail more. I got a rap sheet. I'll show you it. I'll put it up on my page. Follow me on all social media, because this is what I do. I entertain. If you want, you can go to my website, support me with a hoodie, t-shirt, or whatever. Right now, there's Seawolf in black. Got some sweats. They're not the jogger sweats, but I'm not going to do a re-up order on the sweats till I get rid of those. Businessman starting at the bottom. Me and Zuck can be good friends now. I mean, can you imagine if he came over and he tasted that? You're all asking how much rated out of 1 to 10. Well, guess what? That is the goldest nugget I've ever had. Heads or tails. It's heads, and I bet it on heads. That little bitch, Eric, you can't kick me out. You can't make me stop talking if I can control my temper. Well, I've said up. Everybody said I'm immature and I don't control my temper and I scare people. I'm not scaring anybody. There's no threat to violence. There's nothing. But instead of you muting my mic and then pretending like you didn't, I get to go be on TV. Open meetings. You can't change these all of a sudden. We're here. You're 2.5 hours away. The guy with a ponytail that wants to really help this earth with kelp restoration, I got you, brother. Unless you're one of those companies that they've just given a shit ton of money to make us look the other way and why they take everything away from us. Dave's right. This is like, and for the younger crowd, I know that's my algorithm, but the Wizard of Oz. You saw it wasn't a big scary witch. And this is my life, and it's fun. I get to expose it. I'm not worried about the wardens. I have a truce with my captain. I have all the evidence. Nobody's coming here. I'm under. My guys that work in that area are my friends. They're regular people. So they told me what, they came over and had beer with me and told me what I needed to get rid of. All right, thank you. Now, you all, if you have anything tails in your freezer, do not put that on social media, okay? It's a no-no. I know you had a good trip. You wanted to show you got 21 lobsters and you're young. Men and women. Just don't show that part. I've done this social media game before you kids were even born. I'm playing catch up. Max, I'm coming. God damn it. It's at the end. But I got 20 more years of this. And I already have sponsorship coming in. You're not going to make any money off short videos. You have to put the work in, though, and you got to perfect them. You have to get people's attention that you can have over 50,000 views in your first time. Then they put you on another tier. Now, I'm not at the top. Gee, man, Christmas. That's deer meat for dinner, dude. That Rob guy. I watched him like a hawk. Said I can do this. But he throws God in there. He's a Christian man. Young kids, Jesus, and we've watched them grow. His wife has social media. They're making good money. And he's living his dream. He's making a future for his family. He saw it before me. Because if I would have just paid attention to the rules, don't cuss, don't kill things, and don't stomp, don't push people around. Don't put in music and then saying F you, I don't care. What do I care? What are you going to do? I worked myself into an algorithm that's been buried. They want to bury this, and I'm bringing it back to life the natural way. I could start a new channel, and I will for the Bulldog. God damn it. It's like rebirthing over there. This is my social media. You could switch it just like you could switch identities. I could Christian up. I could do whatever the fuck I want. I was baptized. Lived in a preacher's house. He started banging my mom's best friend. That was my aunt, and we all played together. That's real life, baby. And here I am at the end. I made it. I don't know if any of them did. And I'm proud to say I'm the first one to bring these. I'm proud to have a friend named Jason Cutter that I'm going to go down on my birthday, and maybe it's a full moon. And before the grunion come, why don't we just cook up some lobster dogs, because it's completely legal. Let's find a beach that has a burn permit. Don't want to break any of our laws that our buddy Eric wants to set and make sure that it's quieted down at this time and da-da-da-da. You know, Laguna. And that's when Dave knew our government was corrupt. Because I had a conversation with him, and he said, and he even said it, so I'm not saying he's something he wouldn't say. He called him up and told him. So you did zone 1, zone 2, zone 3, but he didn't tell us about zone 4. He threw zone 4 in there in the last minute. And everybody voted for zone 4, so then 2, 3. It was unfair. It's unfair, but babe, Eric was probably behind that, or whoever was planning our future here in California. So if you're going to support that, I'm going to show you 90% of us don't give a fuck. 90%. That's pretty good. I got to play a different game though. I got to play the bullshit social media game. This isn't going crazy, guys. This is just figuring it out. I'm in a young man's world. When I say a young man's world, or woman, Jesus. God, if I had bodies like you, I'd love to throw my wife in a bikini with grabbing lobsters. Poster up there. She doesn't want anything to do with any of this. But she's liking it. It's making me happy and healthy. We're going to go pick up a new bulldog. And we will dominate the bulldog world. If you think this is fun to watch, you only have to watch a little proportion, because that dog's going to be with me everywhere for 2 years. As soon as we get it parvoed. All my buddies, when I go bluefin trip fishing, I'm bringing my dog. Let me see. Hey, Captain. He says no. Hang on. Let me call Dave from Saltwater Guide. Hey, I'm going on a bluefin trip, and we can just, like, hey, what do you want? You want me to wear one of your t-shirts and shit? I'm going to be, me and my dog, my little beautiful little bulldog. I don't know if you've been on one of those bluefin trips where they're all fishing, but when they get the bite on, they're pulling them up everywhere, and they're stabbing them in the brains and bleeding them out, and then freezing them. You're in ankle deep, in like an hour, you're in ankle deep of blood. Do a little Dexter, a walk with my little bulldog, right? Born into blood, born out of blood. She's coming into blood, kids. You can't stop it. Eric on the board. Game wardens, you can't stop this. And the game wardens don't. They're entertained as fuck. They pretend like they don't know me. I'll tell you what. I have a video. Here it is. Here it is. I have a video when we were in Cortez Banks. It's 100 miles off of San Diego. Why you're out there? Because nobody goes out there, and the lobsters are huge. The scallops are huge. If you're diving, if you're fishing, it's okay. If you're diving, damn, you better have good weather. You don't have good weather, you're dead. You're dead. You float off. You go into a place you shouldn't be. You're dead. Nobody's coming out there for at least, I don't know, some guy got bit by a hammerhead, a freediver, handing up some fish on the deck and on the piece, and I think it was a piece, it was some dive boat. Hammerhead bit it. Guy survived. That's a cool story. Wherever you are, my guy, hey, cheers. If you're watching me, because we both believe in the same way of living, everybody asks the same goddamn question with me. Hang on. Brent's not reading comments. I'll read comments. Hang on. I'm not going to read comments because it's going to throw me off, and I'm supposed to be off at 6:30. Everybody's yelling at me. Get off on time. Bring them back. Don't just keep rambling on. And they know what's happening. So, if this is, and I've had this from a lot of my buddies that call me, are you okay? If this is not living, if going down there and meeting a Darren and a JC is not living. And taking their life experience, and you saw it in a video. I had nothing to do with that video except for I asked. It's a guy that I like, and he likes me, and we met at the PCS show through Your Saltwater Guide. And I got a connection with him. Like, I don't have to worry if he's a game warden that's in there being planted. And why would I think that? Because we got Glenn on the board, or Eric on the board, that wants me out of this world. Wants you out of this world. Wants to do another 10-year studies. Oh, my boo-hoo. You can't teach your kids how to get abalone. I'll tell you what. Halibut season's about to start. I killed 43 of them last year, 900 pounds. I'm pretty impressed with that. I'm not the best. I know who did it. And he's on the Bug Brothers trip, and he's on these trips, and he was old school. He doesn't talk. I talk. But I can back it up, and he backs it up. He didn't even know I was listening to him for years and years. Wasn't part of his conversation, just sat next, back to back. And I was impressed with this number. His number's different. It's obtainable, sure. Because anybody you ask, and you documented all your halibut, and it's about to be halibut season. I already can go get one. I'm going to go make a spear gun with my good friend, Captain Ian. I'd like you to follow that journey, because that's a good guy. And man, if we can make him hang out with both his kids and his wife and make custom spear guns and go out and use his spear guns and show you videos of it. That guy knows how to paddy hop. He's a free diver. He's also a diver. He's dominant in he's a boat captain. You screw loose motherfuckers that I love, man. I can tell you all of them. All different experiences. Good times though, man. Good times. And I got to live that life. I get to end up showing the world what life I live. I have to be careful in a lot of situations because, listen, I don't live the life that you guys think I should live. I live for me. And that's why I was confused about being, I'm not bringing up my kids tonight, but that's why I was confused about being a narcissist. I really thought I was one. It's like, Jesus, somebody finally gave me and it was in my own daughter. And I'm like, oh, fuck, at least I'm a narcissist. Let me go fix this. Then I can have a relationship with my baby girl again. And then if she says it's okay to my son, he'll be my friend again. Shit. This is child's play, this life for me. Eric, I suggest you just resign. Can't put your hands on me. I have friends that have lawyers and da-da-da-da. I don't have that kind of money, but my friends do. They got their full support. You break the law that you set up. Put your hands on me. I don't want to be tased. I don't think I could take it with my heart. I'll just say it right now. And being tased, guys, listen, they pull out that yellow gun, just comply. It's going to hurt. You're going to seize up. You're going to piss yourself. You might even shit yourself. Then you're in there in the drunk tank for 5 hours, all pissed and shitted up. If you don't know what I'm talking about, move on. If you're a cop that arrests me, listen, thank you. No regrets. But I want to get that tattoo. Because it's so funny. Because I was watching the movie with my wife and I thought, oh, that's funny, you got a new tattoo. She goes, no regrets. And I'm dyslexic, so I just looked over and I'm like, oh, great job, nice lettering. I know what it says now, guys. And this is fun for me. This is just an hour of 20 hours of endless fun. This me and my wife making this video today, God bless her. She's packing for a trip. And she's about to go have some fun down in the LB, like a different kind of fun as me. But she gets to hang out with real people. With kids. Kids have watched me raise my kids. And listen, they got great mom and dads, but they saw me be the best dad ever. The truth. The truth. Nobody wants the truth. Eric, you definitely don't want the truth. You don't want me to become a chameleon to act like I need to act when I meet you, when I'm looking at you and eye to eye. This is how it's going to be. Do not be one of those bitches that say you need a safe place. I saw the room. I've already cased it out. There's a guy in a chair in the back. He'll be standing. There'll probably be 2 at the door now and 2 at the other door. You always have the guy with all the brass right there. I heard the story. I know you're a real man. You had to live with these idiots. Trump funds you. Don't tase me. I don't need to be tased. I've learned how to act right. I think. I didn't do very good 2 days ago. I didn't. Dave told me to mellow. Fuck, I was at a 10. I don't know if you were watching or not. Because I wasn't focused. Now I'm getting focused. Now I'm listening to Dave. We have it, but we don't. This guy is on the board thinking that Trump screwed us. The EPA's gone. No more smog checks. So we're opening up a refinery. Our governor has left these guys. Those guys have left all the liberal moms in there. I was watching, guys. That's what I do. It's how I learned. I know it's tedious for a lot of people. I think Lisa sent me, oh, I found you. Here's a clip. And I was doing this move because I was looking. And I was scrolling, looking at all the old ladies. The ones that are my mom, that gave all this time and energy and money. And their EPAs aren't going to be expanded, or they are. If they are, goddamn, Trump's going to turn off the money. What are you guys going to do? That guy, Eric had to be real with people for the first time. And his realness was, we don't have any money or time. So now, if you're not doing the research like you told us you were, because now you got to prove it, you're fucked. It was all a lie. You, my friend, are not an American. In my world, I would have you shipped off and waterboarded every day till you came back to the reality that you're not one of them. And if you don't, then you need to just be sent off to Never Never Land in my brain. It's not a threat to you. You better start watching. That whole board better start watching, because I'm going to school you, lady that lectured me about the black people. Got them in my family, East Oakland. What do you got? Huh? Oh, that's right. You don't have to be scared of me. Because you used to have the army of the game wardens. Nothing they can do. They've helped me. They don't like you. Now, to my mom and her friends, I apologize. It's time men are dominant. Jesus, we saw it go the other way. And you got grandkids, maybe I got them, maybe I don't know. You got kids. We're soft on our kids because they trained us to be. Told us our dads were abusive. It wasn't just my dad abusive. If I fucked around in my neighbor's house, every parent would spank me on my way home. Or shame me. Oh, maybe we couldn't cuss back then. Maybe that's why I cuss on everything. I don't know. Throws my algorithm right in the toilet. Don't worry, Eric. I'm going to control myself. There's not a thing you can do. It's we the people. You can't control this one, homie. You can't. You have to act by the law. I know what the law is. I slipped last time, so I'll let you mute me. I'm coming. I'm coming, but I'm going to control myself. I'll sit in for the 2 days, 3 days, whatever it takes to get you off that board. Whatever it takes to get the leader of this commissioner's office that didn't even want it, and we all heard it, she didn't even know what a coyote is. And the lady that threw her under the bus, she knew this was coming. She doesn't like you, lady. You said you wanted to be my friend. You might want to be my friend at this point. That lady slits your neck. And you're too stupid to see it. You're going to drag your heels in and you're going to get raked over the coals. Your army, if you were listening, there was the guy with the ponytail trying to do real work. I don't know if it's how he gets funded. I'm not promoting him until I know that. But he was frustrated. He's done all this hard work, and I've dove in his areas, and I've given him what he wanted. Mutual respect. Because he knows I'm 100% sustainability. He knows I don't lie. You, Eric, you lie. You've never been diving. And if you have, start putting photos up, showing me your vacation with Scuba Steve down in Puerto Vallarta. Make sure you have 20 Fijians with you in case the sharks get crazy. You don't know what I'm talking about? You didn't live my life. Shut up. You pasty little bitch. I can say what I want on the internet. And this will explode at some point. Because me going up there, it's all tax write-off too, guys. Please, make it more comfortable for me. I already have a $91,000 truck and a $60,000 camper, fully stocked. And all I need is your guys' support. SeaWolf13.net. Buy something. Or just share it out. Because this is about to get real fun. And I don't want you guys to lose fishing, scuba diving. The guy said if we go down for the next year, this is exactly what he said. For the next 10 years, he does what I do, but he doesn't do it. He goes down and looks at the abalone, and they're on top of each other, and they're 12 and 13. I'm going to bring that video in, and I'll be in the water. I'll still be in my wetsuit dripping. I got to drive about 6 hours, and I'll smell like piss. It's just what I do out there. I'll do it for you guys. Because that's the Brent that's going to show up. The one that has, because it's been so long and you didn't wash the salt off your eyes because you had to get there. Cracks in the skin. Yeah. That guy. The guy that goes out and lives life. And I'll bring you the video fresh. We can play it right there. How about that, bud? And I'll debate you all day long about your global warming and how you threw that comment in. You gave yourself up. You played your hand. Gavin Newsom's not even your governor anymore. He's trying to be a president. He's turned on all you LGBTQ people. He's letting California just fall apart back. In these guys' brains, we're falling apart. So they're going to start leaving because they're so fed up with what just happened, and they can make a lot of money off their homes right now. You saw them all. They were stern. Mom, it's like when Trump became president, how I seen your face turn into. Live life, Mom. We don't have 4 years to fuck around with the government. Son still loves you. You want one of these? God damn. They're from the harbor, Mom. It could be good. It could not. I mean, my God. Who knows? It's cold. Man, it is good. Yeah, it's good. It's like Chinese food, right? You only can take 2 bites, and then it overtakes my whole body. I'm done with lobster. And I'm sorry if I'm that guy that is, just eat it. I know. I just did. My dogs ate it. Listen, my bulldogs only live 7 years in a good life. Sometimes they get to 11. Boom. They've been eating this stuff. They've been purist. They're lazy and fat. Now they just want whatever bugs come out of daddy's thing. And I'm making sausages out of them. Don't you think I put that? I hoard my dog out. I'm about to give him a little puppy that's going to grow up on these. I won't give her any of this. These are for the older kids. You're harbor bugs. I'd like to have enough viewers and enough subscribers and stuff that I could get these tested out of my own pocket. So then when I go to the board to meet up with Eric, the diver, I get to ask him this. Let me open another beer. I'm gonna go till 7. Listen, it's my world and I get to do it. I'm a narcissist. Okay, I had the best beer, but this is my brewery and I love this beer. I started off with it. They told me they didn't want to be famous. They like the hometown type feelings. I get it. It's a damn good beer. I'm about to get a new daughter. And my first daughter was the most specialist thing ever. Ooh, where did that go? Poof, nobody knows. I got video to prove that what a great dad I was. I've been told not to go down that route. Brings off the viewership. Well, I'm in all these men's groups. Guys need guys like me that say, hey, life's not that bad. Getting a divorce, she cheated on you. Damn, you're about to get pussy. I don't know how to get it, but I think you just order it up on the phone. Sure, you gotta go through the psychos that give their pictures when they were young and they've been hurt by every man out there or woman. I mean, God bless you. I live in California. This is about to get really fun for me. This life right here, this is fun. Because where I go in Sacramento, my uncle lived, the guy with both these chains and his ashes around somewhere. I blew him up a couple times. I get to go visit him and my niece that lives up there and she's got a young family and I'm watching them. One of them has a mullet at 2. If I could have had him at the PCS show, I would have won again. You couldn't really take it away from a 2-year-old Dave. I got a ringer. But mine's my real family. She's even asked me to tone it down. She knows people that know Trump, she said. And it's true. It doesn't matter what side you're on. It doesn't matter where you're going. We're all humans. I hate that we're fighting with Canada and all my buddies that are real men are like, God damn it. Don't go down that rabbit hole. That's the government controlling you, telling you. Canada better wake up, sure. We've had their back the whole time. We need to have their back. It's all a bluff move between these two, the Prime Minister and Trump. Why'd you switch? It's my question. Because he reminds me of Trudeau. He was in blackface in college. I don't know why you guys all didn't call him out on that. Can't erase history. Can't erase what I've done. Can't erase the life I've lived to survive to be here at the top. I love being your favorite narcissist. I just read that. Yeah, thank you. For all of us that have kids who just had needed an easy thing to say. A narcissist doesn't admit that they were ever wrong. Now, when I was called that, my buddy Dan's like, "You're more of a psychopath." So then I had to study psychopath. Yeah, he's right, man. Narcissist. Narcissist you can't fix, right? You can go to a real PhD doctor and have them test you and have that test. Wave it like I'm a right fighter. Hey, I won. Oh, no. Dig in deeper, kids. My son watches, but now I had to school him when he came up on Facebook. Because he came up and says no. And I'm like, I gave him a hard time that night. And I'm sorry, Wes. My dad. If you're a bitch that will turn your dad out of your life, at least know how to watch me. Because then it can make your next move even better. Because you have to know your enemy. And you're not my enemy. You're my blood brother. You could have been at the PCS show. We were royalty. I was royalty. So when Dave wanted us to call in today about our experience, that was my real experience. My experience is I didn't pay attention to the COVID thing. I didn't. Got ourselves a camper, got ourselves a side-by-side, got together with real people that went out to the desert. Bars were open. People were sharing lipstick. I didn't want that. I wouldn't want that in the first place. Oh, it's so hot out here and dusty here. It's like passing around a joint. Don't give me a joint. Jesus. Oh, be the sloppy eighth. People that don't even know what they're doing, and they used to call it a different word, but now it's just being a soggy joint, I think. I don't want that. I know you guys all share your vapes. That's just as gross. Thank God I never picked up that habit. Because that, nobody knows what that is. It's like the tobacco companies got screwed and got yelled at, but now they come out with this magical smoke that does better than cigarettes, cheaper than cigarettes, and god damn, it's every greatest flavor you've ever tasted. When my buddies and buddies in exhale, I'm like, wow, my Bill taught me. Cotton candy, peach, bubble gum, cheesecake. That's one of those habits I would never take myself. Because I want to live. And if something's too good to be true, nobody even knows, right? And the shame we put on the tobacco companies for addicting all of us, our grandpas that died in their 50s of cancer. My Uncle T's dad, a little bit of an alcoholic. There's his helmet right there, fire helmet. Call him turkey neck. That's why I grew a goatee, because I don't have a real neck. Neither does my son. Change my image, make me look more tough. Throw tattoos all over my body. Make sure it's artwork. Jesus. But the younger generation just likes memories that they've had. You're right. If I could put a memory of what I've had on myself, I would have a full sleeve, face tattoos and all. Now, my wife put the kibosh on. I wanted a halibut on the. I have the video. I have the picture of it. It's a perfect size of a halibut. Just live with me, and she's gorgeous. She said nothing below the wrist, but then I got Sea Wolf, and she loved that. Where'd your message go, Matt? Why do we have a deleted message? You're a blue guy. Anyway. We can't take our foot. They do, but you know what? Here's what I learned. They hate us so much they want to be the exact opposite of us. And they'll do anything they can to be the exact opposite of us if we were dominant with them. Now, some families got to just merge into perfectness. I see it. I see it on my Facebook. I love it. Hashtag great grandparenting. Hashtag great parenting. You see something that's being great in life and people will put it down, put it up. You know, people that sacrifice to make sure that they can end their life together with their grandkids. I jumped right off that. I saw a fucking weirdo. I knew what I was dealing with. But I stayed there for the kids. Daughter chose to live with me for her high school years. Jesus, that story. Don't want that one. Men have to move on. Sad little girl, him. Daddy had you. He still does. His number's the same. You said on your podcast that you wanted to make money at this. I'm making fucking great money. Come join me. Or don't. Sit there like a wounded victim person that you want to act like you are. Because you're the key to my son. You should have heard her on a podcast. She said she threatened to commit suicide. And my brother met me up there and we just had a really good talk. What was that talk about? Because my question to you is, your grandma died. You didn't even come here. You didn't call. Weston started and then you put the kibosh on it. Why is everybody on my side of the family, including the grandma, Mom, stay out of this, but don't speak up? She didn't have a relationship with Emily. Why her? Because the step-parent and the other ex-wife, I knew she was crazy. And this is all documented now. So where are you going to go, Emily? Where are you going to go, Weston? You going to dig your heels in like this Eric guy? Because I want you to watch what I do to Eric. Eric has a college education. Eric's well known in the community. Eric exposed weakness to me. And it's a weakness that I can control who I am because I've become this person. Narcissistic psychopath, Eric. You shouldn't have fucked with me. Ask my daughter. Become her friends right now and figure out how. Because she had 3 guys in a car at one time, young boys that came up and disrespected me. And I wanted to beat the fuck out of them. And I got stuck in a, you know when you go fast in your seatbelt and it locks up? It's the only thing that saved. They called him Baby Trump. Looked like just a little fat pudgy kid, Baby Trump. He's the only one that actually apologized. Said he would come over. I said, okay, you got enough respect? He never came over. The driver of the car was the toughest kid in high school, MMA fighter. He bitched out like a bitch. And to have it that I was that dad that went that extreme, to go to here, don't be sad about anything. It's all documented. I love my life. I've done this for 25 years. So I have to catch up to the people like Max that can do a great video real quick about something I did. Max, you didn't do this. If I see a goddamn lobster slider, all I ask, Max, bring out your machine that makes it. All I ask is you just give an old man a little respect. I know it's tough to come up with new ideas. I do it on the daily. Today I proved myself. I went back out and made a little short video for free. Made me $1.89, 50,000 views. I don't know where the extra money's coming in from. It used to be 1 cent per 1,000 views, so I don't know. Haven't even shared it with YouTube yet. I'm mad at them because they told me 14 people watched last night. I woke up in the morning, they did a little adjusting, but that's a fake number. It's a fake number. So, is social media back and we don't have? No, I've already put myself in an algorithm. I'm going to have to be reborn. I'm going to do it through the puppy world. I'm going to track those people. I'm a real person. Mom will tell you. No reason why my kids shouldn't be at least communicating with me at this point. I've done the work. I went to therapy. I listened to the therapist. My therapist told me I've never had a client like you because you just want to listen. That's all I want to do. I wanted to fix myself so I could be in my daughter and son's life. I screwed up because I didn't want to be with their mom. Fuck off. I'm not going back to that wench. I'll take all the bullshit all the way through. $1 Million Neighborhood. I love all those neighbors. They were sad when I left. Wasn't the same. I still keep in touch with them on Facebook. They know the true Brent. Yeah, everybody knows the true Brent. And if you're a Brent fan, you're welcome. And if you're not, you better motherfucking watch, Eric. I hope you're preparing. If I can, I would like to have Bill Varney in my ear so he can tell me what to say and what not to. I'm not the guy to talk for this. I am the guy to expose you for the jerk off that you are, and the lady that's up there telling me how Black History Month. I got a black brother, half black. We don't even talk. We don't talk because politics took him one way and politics took me another. We let the government divide our own family. The power that they have with your phone, which I'm going to make money off of. It's fucking nuts. It is. And my life has just opened up. Like I said, it's almost like my bulldogs. After 7 years, you're just excited that they lived 7 years and they're still happy and wholesome. Because you don't know what you're going to get. I'm about to pick up a new daughter, and we're going to be reborn. It's going to be a new YouTube channel. You follow, you don't have to. Because it's going to be set up right, Patreon, all that kind of stuff. You'll get behind them. You'll get either a weekly, up-to-date thing, or you're going to get the real story where she's traveling with me. We'll get her parvo ready first. Emily, you don't want to be a part of this? I'm going to show you how to do it with a bulldog. Everything's a write-off. My success is my success. If I'm not successful and this doesn't work out, I get to meet people like Bob. I get to meet people like Jordan. Matt. Lisa. My buddy TJ showed up, and you know what, my buddy TJ? He dives with me. He's been in my life for a long time. I've been through a couple marriages, or one marriage with him, and I saw him be a great dad. He loves going down roller coaster rides and to amusement parks with his daughter. Got to meet her when she was young, and now she's a young woman. Hope everything's going great for them. But this is what makes me healthy, Emily and Weston. Yeah, Justin is going live tonight. If he does go live, let me know. I'm just rambling at this point. I do have the first lobster sausage or hamburgers, sliders, whatever you want to call them. Delicious. Me and my wife decided the pretzel bun, not so great. I think we should have done a sourdough and cut it out perfectly with this, right? Because if you've ever gotten a lobster roll, it's on a in San Francisco, it's on a sourdough. Now I'm not selling any of this stuff, but I'm just saying if you're gonna pay $12.99 for a lobster roll, $12.99, but this is what they pay for it. They get it for cheaper, probably. That's market price. Okay, $12.99. Let's give them that. They get all mad. And then they toast a bun, sourdough, what San Francisco is known for. Then you buy it at the wharf for like $69, but you get to split it with somebody because it's way too rich. I mean, my God, who eats all this lobster? Not me. I know it looks like me and my bulldogs are every night eating lobster. Gee, man, Christmas, I give it all away. I don't like it. These are harbor bugs. We're going to do a case study on me, and maybe I went wrong, and maybe my kids that don't talk to me get a shit ton of money from them not telling you what's in our waters right now up in Moss Landing. Another reason why you kids should talk to me. Don't make me set up a trust that really cuts you out of my life. Emily and Weston, you deserve this. Weston, you're a fisherman. These are people that know how to fish. Your dad doesn't. These are guys that have done it since they were young. And I'm not trying to win you over to knock down your spirits one last time, because that's what narcissists do when they lose people. I've studied it. Listen, you really have a chance to walk on the boat, and they will make you the hero. I saw him do it with a thresher shark. And your dad has mad skills, homie. That was hanging in the booth at PCS show, the most visited booth I saw. I walked around. I went to my buddy's booth. That one was going off, popping spear guns. Next year, I would like to have a booth with my buddy Ian. Custom spear guns. I'm going down. I'm going to make a custom spear gun, and I'm going to shoot a fucking halibut with it, and then I'm going to give it to Star. A person that helped me get to my level. It's going to be a 3-band. It's going to be 76 centimeters or C or something. I don't know. They know what I'm talking about. I want that 204-pound halibut that she caught that I made so many views on, and we ate the tongue of. Back in August, if you don't know what I'm talking about, just go back to my short and reels in August. And there's people out there, like my boy JC, that's a real person, a real vet, a real person that fought for this country. He doesn't even have to have my same viewpoints. I just know people. This is my gift that I had in life. I know people when I meet them. If they're good to be in my life. Because I've had to survive. I've lived on my own since 15. Currently I have 2 kids that don't talk to me for no fucking reason, or maybe there is a reason. I'd like to hear it. The world would like to hear it, but we'll get there. How do I get there? CWolf13.net, order something, or share me out. I prefer you share me out over buying something, but my wife would like you to buy something. Because this is my life, and now I'm making good money at it. And I'm figuring it out the slow way. Compliments of the brewery. For my dad, it ended at 53. He could have enjoyed life this much. I know what killed my dad, stress. I've eliminated stress out of all corners of my life, financially and whatnot, by my businesses that I built. I survived a divorce and came out shining. The more I shine, the more a certain other person had to make sure that I didn't shine that much. But at some point, you outshine that person so much that now you just sit here and go live and talk about how great you were to people that are actually watching. My friends, cheers, America. If you're meeting me, cool, share me out. If you're not, I'm just a simple dude. Hung in there for his kids. Won't apologize for who he is ever. If a therapist tries telling me differently, they've all written letters, supported me in court to get my kids back in my life. And those were the pussies. Sorry I said it. But I listened to them. Because whatever guides you in life, whatever you believe is that higher power, has saved me over and over again. Now, my mom thinks it's because she lost a kid and she made a deal with God. So I can do whatever I want, steal cars, do whatever, and life will work out for me. I've lived my life that because I heard that story as a young kid, and I'm like, as long as my mom's alive, as soon as she's dead, I'm wrapping myself in a bubble. Fuck you guys. I gotta survive. That's when the government will get me. Put a mask on. 3 masks. What did Fauci get up to? 5 masks? And I live in an area, Jesus, I didn't even see my mom. I'd go over to her house, she'd up in the balcony, but with the screen door closed with 5 masks on. She had to survive. And then she got COVID and it wasn't that bad. It's not good. Because when you have COVID, you're in your brain stressed out even more that you have it. That you might even have a heart attack because you. First time I had it was I was in Alaska. I went on every dive that they would let me go on. The current came up on one where I almost didn't make it back to the boat. God's honest truth. That's when we knew how serious it is up there. Long fins and all, kicking your heart out. As big of a man as I am. And listen, to you that meet me, I'm not as big as I look in life. I did the steroids, cycles. It does change a person. It does. I enjoyed it because I loved, like right now, I honestly, with this tattoo, God, this is what, every picture I'm in now, everybody's asking me, it doesn't even matter. I'm at my buddy's, God, I was at my buddy's gender reveal. So I'm in this gender reveal. And they got his mom up there. I give her some halibut earrings. She'll wear them. Oh no, they were lobsters. They were Jeff's lobster that I put back together, taxidermy. Had one of these little legs growing back because on the opener in October, we threw it back over. My boys and me. That's how good we are. But it's illegal. So don't do it in an MPA ever. So now we got to throw them back where any jackass can get them. And Jeff's not a jackass. He just... If you don't know what I'm talking about, you're going to have to go back and watch from October. This was one hell of a lobster season, everybody. I got to grow in my relationship with Jordan. True facts. I got to meet Bob. I got to meet Matt. I know what Matt is. He's one of the guys that I grew up with that I looked up to. He's younger than me, sure. He's got the wife and kids. Live that life too. It's a stressful fucking life, man. He doesn't like people knowing what he does. Cool. It's me and Matt's story together. Those coins are cool, homie. I'll give you one of my dad's. I only have 5 of them, so I'll give you one of them. My dad's CHP patches. It's the only thing I got left from that great man that I thought was trained to be the worst person out there by society. Real man. Had a son like me that was a pussy. He's not around to see this. Me dominating the world. Daddy issues? Absolutely not. Train me to be a man, bitches. Eric, you're fucked. I'll tell you straight the fuck up. Because if I learn how to act right, and I have people in my ear that really know what they're talking about, you've already turned on all those ladies that were watching with their pins of hearts of rainbow and their puffy jackets and their liberal glasses. Thousands of them in my brain, but I saw about 15 that I watched. Everything that came out of your mouth, they were sighing. We can hear them not talking, but waving their fingers like moms do. And then when you let them talk, they were so frustrated like I am. Because they can't believe you're turning on them. And there's nothing you can do. You can act tough. You can say, calm down, you shut up, I'll mute your mic. Oh, I didn't mute your mic. Mom, that was real. They muted my mic. I figured it out. Meanwhile, Dave is mellow. Dave, I don't know mellow. I'm sorry, homie. I don't know if you watch this or not, but I'm 100% full speed in life. Wherever I end up, people bet against me my whole life. And I don't fail. I don't fail as a father. Sorry, Emily and Weston, either deal with it or do what you gotta do. Dig your heels in. My energy's not on you guys. I love you. It's weird at that point. My energy's on you, Eric. Not even on Max. Max, I'm about to put out a great video. One where I turn this into a thing. To whatever company I put out for a barbecue. If you don't get it, you don't get it. To whatever company I put out for a cooler. If you don't get it, you don't get it. I am a social media beast and I proved it today. Again. What's going on, Jeff? Hey, hashtag great parenting. By the way, if you're not following Jeff Young, I'm sorry, Jeff Long, Young. Jeff Long. He's got a young man. He's about to have a baby girl. And that's what that gender reveal party I was talking about. And he took his young man to compliments the brewery. He took his young man to a monster truck show. Was that in Watsonville, Jeff? Because if it was, I missed it. I should have been there with you. I had a lot going on today, so I couldn't have been, but fuck. Let me hear. If you're still here. Hashtag great parenting. Hashtag look at this, Jeff. We gotta have a barbecue. Now, I can't promise anything. The government says these are okay to eat. They're out of LA Harbor. Long Beach Harbor. It was? Oh, God, I should have been there. It is like Chinese food, though. You eat some, you get full. This tastes, I'll tell you what this tastes like. It tastes like a crab cake, but lobster cake. I'm going to make it a lobster cake, not a lobster slider. I'll make lobster cakes. This is like a sausage that you would put on like a Eggs Benedict. Sure. Slice it up and come on, Ramsey. You should see how I grated the lobster fucking butter on top of it. That's going to be gold. Or maybe it won't. And I watch Jeff all day long. And Jeff, I was just watching your son's eyes. Every time you put the phone on him looking down at, I don't care what the monster truck was doing.
Dinner's about to be ready soon.
All right, we're gonna wrap it up. I don't care what the monster truck was doing. When you put Ken Dog's eyes, and his eyes were like this.
So cute.
So cute.
So cute.
I bet he fell asleep on the way home because there was so much energy, but maybe not. I don't know. I mean, my kids, they would focus, and then they would have energy, and then the adrenaline would leave them. But maybe it doesn't. And maybe Ken Dog gets to see his whole life from start to finish out there by a proud dad and proud mom. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you got to go check out my boy. Yeah, put up your website, not your website, your group on Facebook. I'm an admin, but gee, don't make me an admin. I don't know what to do. Like, I'll accept anybody. They'll be like, you go through a process as you're getting famous, and all these, like, I guess they're whores? I don't know what you call them. They all want to know about your day. They message you all day long. I'm trying to tell my wife, listen, I don't. And then you look at them, everything's great, but they're probably some dude in South Africa. I don't know. I don't care. I'm happy where I'm at. About to get another daughter. God damn, this is fun. Yep, there it is. He passed out 2 minutes into the drive. If you're not watching, I'm talking to him on Facebook, so it's hard for me to see my phone, but I'm gonna wrap this up. But his energy and his eyes and the experience you gave him today, he has these memories at such a young age. I hope. I started remembering life for me at age 5. Because my brother died of leukemia, and I had to go to the hospital and watch the kid next to him in the cage in the room. They put him in a cage because he would chew his diaper off. My brother was just fighting for his life with leukemia. I'm the chosen one in my brain. Cheers, Mom. Cheers to you, Jeff. Great job parenting. And if you guys can, go to my website, cwolf13.net. Order something. If not, just share this out. You all have a good night. I'm going to go have dinner with the wife. We'll be back tomorrow.